They should make a program, some spiritual program, like what are you going to do when life comes for you? See, make all the make all the non-duals watch it. Because what are we going to do? You see, the thing is, we're a lot of people protected. We live in our own little world, spiritual bubble, and forget that there's 8 billion people on the planet. And we don't realize how many things can happen, how many situations and circumstances that life can use to just crush, just flatten somebody. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what level of self-realization you have. On a human, emotional, mental level, you get crushed. Jesus got crushed. Any great master is going to get crushed. That doesn't mean, you see, the mind comes in and has its measuring stick and says, oh no, this person's not spiritual, he got crushed. Yeah, well, wait till it happens to you and see if you get crushed. See how you handle it. When we sign up for this 3D game, there's the potential and possibility of getting crushed because we don't know. We don't know we don't know every single moment that's going to happen. We purposely forget that. Call it drinking from the fountain of forgetfulness. We can't remember like the different things that we signed up for before we came here. There's some heavyweight things, man. Chronic pain, chronic diseases. If you have to take pills, people that have to take pills for certain things or they'll die, and the side effects from those drugs, man, are just excruciating. Uh-oh, dog's coming. Or somebody who's lost their whole family in a they always go after the camera. It's strange. Somebody that's lost their whole family because of an accident or something. That's heavy grief. So why are we talking about this, though? We're talking about it because it restores a sense of humility, contemplating these things. You can get in touch with a compassion. It pops the spiritual bubble. Hopefully contemplating it's enough to pop the spiritual bubble. If it's not, then life can resort to more drastic measures in the name of our own good, though, of purification. Some people are so stuck in their mind, in their concept, in their little world. There's no unity or understanding or empathy for other beings, you know. And so then life has a way of like administering some really bitter medicine to help with that shortcoming. So this is why I like to talk about those things. Never think that you got it. Check yourself and see. I've said it before in other videos. Like, do you think you got it? Like, there's something inside. It's a subtle voice. It's not loud. Like, oh, I got it. No, it's a subtle tendency and feeling. Like, I got it. Like, no, I'm like seriously, like spiritual. See, most don't pay attention to that. And if somebody asks them, is there a little spiritual ego there? No, man. No. They can't detect it. So that's why I'm a proponent of introspection. You can catch this stuff out. You might save yourself some heavy karma if you can already catch that stuff out. Those you know, it's a real blessing on some level for those who do have a certain handicap or disability or have been through experiences and situations that have really shown them how messy this life can be. They have a natural compassion and empathy for others. They wouldn't want to go through what they went through again, but they can see, like, okay, there's just a natural respect. There's something. They have some unity consciousness, organic. It's organic, you know, just understanding and for other living beings. If somebody needs help, a person that's been through it has a better chance. The tendency will be stronger to take a moment from their busy life and what they're going to do that they think so important and go help this person. even at the expense of, oh, maybe I'll get ridiculed. Maybe the people that look up to me or are paying me, maybe they might look down on that. You see, they don't care. They're following a deeper inner sanction. These are your real spiritual beings. These are real spiritual masters. A lot of them you'll never even know about. We only know about the ones walking on stage and doing a bunch of theatrics, like because of, internet. What about the ones that are very humble? They don't even know they're awake. Some of them. They're so humble. Women, more so women. Guys have the tendency to want to go teach and want to share. It's just more of the play of masculine energy. But women do also, if that's the role that they're supposed to play. But I would say there's more women out there who are awake that we'll never even know about, because it has nothing to do. I mean, there's no definition for awakening. Something's aware of your deeper nature, and that deeper nature has bled through now into your emotional, mental, and physical body, and now that's just what's being expressed. But there's still shortcomings and defects of character. I'm making a video here, I think, on something like maybe there's no heaven or hell for the pure consciousness. I think I'm gonna do that next. I think that'll be a fun one. I want to go over some things, Let's just check. I wrote some bullet points, and I want to see if I touched on all those things. Yeah. So lastly, I mean, you can't really pray for some heavy, Holocaust type situation to happen to you because it's instinctive to not want that. That's understood. But what I'm saying is, if you're in one of those situations now, some extenuating circumstance that just seems like there's no way to get out, you have to know that is purifying you on a level that you're not going to get anywhere else. You're not going to get that in yoga class. Not that level of purification. You're not going to get that from listening to some non-dual speaker talk about how nothing exists. You're not going to get any real transmission from that. I mean, you can get something, depending on your capacity to receive it, and depending on the one that's talking. It's a lot of factors. But the real alchemy happens when under the pressure. That's what alchemy is. Take a piece of coal. I don't know. There's theories that you can't turn coal into diamond. Some say you can. I don't really care. But the theory, take coal and you crush it, and it becomes a diamond. Superman did that. Superman 2, I think. Crushed it, gave it to a girl. He's got game. So, you know how much pressure? Like, that's alchemy. This is how our spiritual nature is born, under pressure. You don't just read something and then, I got it. It's not organic. It's superficial. It will crush when life comes for you. Yeah. When it's organic, then you'll be strong. You'll be strong, like the story in the Bible when Jesus was fasting, he was tired and he was weak, and then the negative forces took the form and shape of the devil. That's his name, the devil. Just like God's name's God, right? These are just names, just representing, symbolizing the play of duality, negative, positive forces. So the devil started. He told him, he said, "Look, man, just give me a little bow, just a little bit of reverence, and I'll take you out of all this pain, and then I'll give you like all the things, man, out here in the world that are going to make you happy. They make everybody happy. You don't need to sit out here in the woods. That's stupid. And then you're not eating. Come on, man. Like, stop being weird." You see, the devil talked with power. He didn't just talk superficial. He talked with power. He's like, no, this is really what you need to do. This is God trying to tell you, like, stop, like, doing this to yourself. It don't work. It don't make sense. God wants you to enjoy. Like, let's enjoy. Why would you be here otherwise? Got to manifest, right? And Jesus is like, no, I'm not buying it, man. Get behind me. That's what he said. The devil says, all right, you might have won this time, but I'll be back. You can't just get rid of me. God made me to test you. So be grateful for these situations and circumstances as best as you can. If you're not grateful, at least know there's a reason for it. Oh yeah, this is a good saying to end with. Don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens. You know how many people probably killed themselves, and if they just would have waited a little more, this alchemic process would have exploded? We don't know. You know? Life creates gut-wrenching plots, man. You gotta be, that's why I made that video. It's like special forces. You gotta be a real badass at this time and age, especially if you have that kind of karma that's just challenging all the time. Yeah, this isn't for lightweights. This is a heavyweight deal. But the power inside you is there to transcend it. It just is. This is the game. It's how to access this power. I'm going to make a video about the easiest way to meditate. It's not even meditate. You just sit quiet. Yeah, we'll do that next. See you.